Hello everyone. In today's episode, we'll be talking about nutrition.
Nutrition refers to what we eat. Let's start by defining energy and calories. In nutrition, even though we write kilocalories, we still refer to that number as calories. It's the common term used. When you are at rest, your body is still using up energy. So you are eating in food which gives you energy, which we calculate in calories. Even when you're sleeping, when you're sitting down, you're using up that energy. And that is called the basic metabolic rate. However, if you are eating too many calories and not spending up those calories, so if you are eating a lot of food which is giving you a lot of calories and you are not using that energy, you will start gaining weight. Obviously, the more you exercise, the higher the intake of calories that you will need. How many calories should I eat? Over here we have a table which explains and gives you a good idea of how many calories you should be eating. For example, if you are 9 to 13 years of age, you should be eating around 1600 to 1800 calories if you are a boy, or 1400 to 1600 calories if you are a girl. However, if you train a lot, those amount of calories will increase up to 2200 or to 2600 or even more. So this is a very good idea of how many calories you should be taking. All the foods give us different types of nutrients. So overall they give us calories which we can spend as energy. However, our body needs other things to survive, to be able to function. We have carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Let's go into a bit more detail on each one. Carbohydrates. There are two main types of carbohydrates, the simple and the complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates are broken down very easily and give us energy immediately. These can be found in jam, in sweets, in biscuits and fruit, for example. Then we have complex carbohydrates, which are things like pasta, oats, rice, potatoes. These give us a lot of energy, however, it can be used over a long period of time. Then we have protein. Protein is used for growth and repair of muscles, of hair, of skin. It is needed to make important chemicals in our body. We can find protein in fish, eggs, beans, and nuts, for example. Then we have fats. Now, we have to understand that fats are very, very important in our diet. However, we have to choose healthy fats, because unhealthy fats can be very damaging. Healthy fats include salmon, nuts, olive oil, avocados, and these are important for energy, for warmth, for protection of vital organs. For example, your heart is surrounded by a layer of fat to protect it, and also to be able to absorb certain vitamins which we need. Vitamins are needed in small amounts, and they are essential for good health. They help us against infections and diseases, and they also help with digestion and the nervous system. They also help with the growth and repair of our whole body. So these are very important. You can find vitamins in a lot of dark green vegetables and fruits. For example, oranges are very high in vitamin C, which help fight certain bacteria. Let's talk about minerals. Minerals, our bodies, bones especially, are made up of minerals. They're made up of calcium. And you need to take in minerals, okay, because they help build cells and they also help release energy. You can find minerals also in fruits and much more in vegetables. Okay, especially it's very important that when you eat vegetables, you do not boil the vegetables or overcook them. However, if you steam those vegetables or eat them raw, it's even better. And last but not least, this is very important, we have water. Water which makes up 2/3 of our body. And so without obviously water, our body will suffer a lot and you can actually die without water. And you need to be taking in around 2 liters, 2.5 liters of water a day, because we lose that through sweat and through urine and also through feces. Let's take a look at food labels now. It's very important to understand that a lot of food, anything you buy, if you buy a packet of pasta, a packet of cereal, they will have a food label which shows nutritional facts. Let's have a look at the table over there. You have nutrition facts, 8 servings per container. So this particular container, it gives you 8 servings. Now a serving size, it means how much you must take for one serving, which means over here to take one serving, you must be taking 2/3 of a cup. If you take one serving, you will be taking in, that serving can give you 230 calories. Okay? And from those calories, you can understand how many of those calories are coming from fat, from carbohydrate, and from protein. So if we look over here, 10% of a serving is will contain 8 grams of fat, which is 10% of what you should be taking per day. It contains around 160 milligrams of sodium, of salt, which is 7% of your daily intake. Then you have fiber over here, protein. This food is also high in vitamins. Okay, you have an amount of vitamin D, of calcium, of iron, and of potassium. It is very important that you start understanding what type of foods you should be eating. Ideally choose foods which are high in fiber, high in vitamins, and high in minerals, and which have lower calories and lower saturated fat, lower sodium, and ideally no added sugars. It is very important to avoid completely any trans fats.
I hope you found this informative. Bye bye.